Right, golf mates, welcome back to the channel. We've got our swing guru, Simon Edwards, and this is a belter for our audience. You're going to give us 3 easy tips for the senior golfer to get more distance.
Absolutely.
A bit more power.
Well, as I'm getting a bit older as well, mate, I need as much distance and as much power as I can get.
And, to be fair, this will even help people who are a bit younger.
It'll help everybody.
A bit like mobility, a bit like we're all a bit store back, bit of everything.
Yeah, we all have busy lives. We spend our time sitting in front of computers with our head forward and our shoulders forward and all the rest of it. So yeah, it'll help everybody.
And it's easy.
It's simple.
So can I
It's never easy. It's never easy. It's always simple.
Perfect. But can I watch and learn something?
Well, you'll always learn something.
Well, that's it. Well, I'll remember it.
No. All senior golfers and all golfers in general want more distance. They want more speed. Yeah. So in my world, the first thing I would look at is this. Because most senior golfers are playing golf with a club that hasn't got enough loft on. The shaft is too stiff. So they can't create speed and they can't get the ball in the air because the driver is not utilised or optimised for them. There is no problem with trying a 12-degree driver, a 14-degree driver, because if it gives you much better launch and it gives you less spin, that ball's going to go further. So what I would suggest is just take a look in your golf bag and figure out, have I got enough loft on this? Yeah, is the shaft soft enough for the swing speed I'm generating at the moment? Yeah, and then once you've got that right, because if you're playing with a 9-degree stiff and you're swinging at 80 miles an hour, that ball's not going to go anywhere anyway. Yeah, so even my driver, it's a 9-degree head, but it's lofted up to 10.5, so I can launch the ball, and the shaft is only a 60-gram stiff shaft. Yeah, so it's very light and it's not like one of the pokers the boys are playing with on tour. So have a look at optimizing your driver, and then we can use the other 2 tips. That would be our first tip I would say to all you golf mates. Then the second one, especially the senior golfers, we're really going to help you because we know that everybody struggles with a little bit of mobility problems. So our shoulders don't turn like they used to, our hips don't turn like they used to. Yeah, because we get up in the morning and sit up on the side of the bed and different things hurt. So we're going to work around that. Yeah. So we know the single biggest contributory factor to you hitting it further is to create more ball speed. Ball speed comes from you hitting that ball in the middle of the club face. Yeah, because for every millimetre you hit that ball off the middle of the club face, you're going to lose 3% of your ball speed. So if you're bringing that club face in wide open, you're going to hit it maybe 4 mil out of the heel, you've lost 12% of your ball speed. You bring it in too closed, you hit it 4 mil out the toe, you're going to lose 12% of your ball speed. So it's our job to help you, all you golf mates, to figure out how we're going to create more club head speed and then square the face at the bottom to create more ball speed. So what we know is some days we get up and our hips are sore and our back's sore and all the rest of it. And we watch, Rory and Scotty Scheffler and Tiger stand on the range and they're super athletic and they can turn and they can pivot and they can move. Problem is we can't do that. So what we need is we need a little bit of help to get us to turn on the way back, to transport the club as far back as we can possibly transport it. And a great drill, and there's no problem with playing like this on the golf course either, is set it up as you would normally do. Yeah, so the ball would be off the lead heel. Yeah, and then pull the right foot back just a hair. So we can see we've pulled that back about a foot. So my right foot's just off the corner of this mat. Now what I've all started to do, I've already preset my hips into a turned position. Yeah, so as I swing the club with my arms now, yeah, it's much easier for that right hip to turn. It's much easier for that right elbow to fold, and it's much easier for your hands to work behind your shoulders. Because if we're here and that right hip's a little stiff or it doesn't turn, yeah, we end up just picking the club up and dropping the club on it. So we're not creating the correct angle of attack to create any speed. So set it up as normal, then just drop the right foot back a hair, And what we'll see is it's much easier to turn, and it's much easier to create the flight that we want. Because as I take the club back further, the club's got further to travel to come down, therefore it's got much more chance, much more opportunity of creating more speed. So I would suggest that the next time you go to the range, we hit a load of balls with that right foot back, just to really get the idea that you can get that body in a much better position, like we used to when we were all younger, where your shoulders are turning and your chest is turning, and it's going to put you in a great position to create some speed on the way down. Now, the key on the way down is to get the club and your arms swinging quicker than your body's turning, because we're all told that from the top of the backswing we have to turn. Well, the problem is then if we turn, the club gets outside your hands, it gets super vertical, and we stick that in the ground, and we either hit it at the top of the club, yeah, or we hit it low left, or we hit it high right, yeah? None of those are going to do you any good whatsoever. So what we're going to talk about, once you get that to the top of the backswing, still from this really good right foot back position, from the top of the backswing, what we're trying to do is let the left arm slide down the chest until the club reaches shaft parallel coming down. So you can all see there, folks, that that club head's behind my hands. So that would be level with my hands, that would be in front of my hands. So we know when we get it in front of the hands, the path goes left, the face goes open, yeah? And we just hit big, ugly slices. We've also got no speed, because your body rotation speed's outrunning your arm speed. So once I get to here, my body slightly decelerates. And if you watch Tiger, you watch Rory, from that position, their body decelerates as their left arm rotates the face back to square and accelerates the head. So what we said right at the beginning of this was the biggest single contributory factor to ball speed is hitting in the middle of the club face. So once we've dropped it behind your hands at halfway down, the key there is to let the wrist lever and the elbow lever start to rotate the face and square the face. Yeah? What that will also do, that will help you accelerate the club head in your arm faster than your body's turning, and that's where real speed comes from. So it's never about turning. It's always about getting the club in a perfect position halfway down, left arm still connected to your chest, because all it's done, Justin Rose at the Ryder Cup. Yeah, you watch Rosie rehearse, and Rosie's rehearsing that movement pattern all day. So when we get that club in a perfect position here, we can let the left arm rotate the face and accelerate the head, and the shot looks something like this. So you'll hit big high draws 20 to 30 yards further than you would hit it, because you've got way more club head speed, because the arms are creating the speed, and the club face, the center of the club face is lining up with the center of the ball. You have to hit it further at that point.
So the two main tips are foot back.
Yeah, to help you turn.
To help you turn, and
left arm creates the speed. So left arm creates a swing shape coming down, because if the left arm separates because you want to turn, where's the club going to be?
Yeah.
It's miles from the outside.
Definitely.
And then we hit down on it, and we hit left, and we hit big, high, ugly slices.
Simon, if anyone needs a lesson, is it Skillist you're still on?
I'm still on Skillist. I'm available at Carrot Green pretty much 7 days a week.
Instagram, they can DM you in that way.
Instagram, they can DM me. Facebook, they can get me wherever they want.
Simon, thank you very much. I think
Pleasure,
that's
mate.
going to help a lot of people.
Perfect.